I stumbled on the recording by chance. Her phone lay face down, screen glowing, pause on audio file at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I hit play. My voice came through, measured, calm, asking her to stop shouting. Hers, high-pitched biting. I paused it again, placed the phone back where it was, said nothing. She didn't notice. She never did. Not the absence of my hand, resting at the back of her neck, while she cooked. Not the silence that trailed her laughter. Not the way my eyes had started to drift a few inches left of her during conversations. But I noticed everything. The way she named her recordings by date. How some had time markers, others didn't. One was even titled, "Told you he's gaslighting me, LOL." I didn't get angry. I studied. That night, she sparked an argument over unwashed dishes. Her eyes gleamed as if already recording. So I responded slowly, carefully. I hear your concern. Let's agree on a fair division of responsibilities. She blinked. You're what? A shared living space requires shared upkeep. I'm open to creating a documented cleaning rotation. She fell silent, a silence that felt sterile. The next morning, I brewed coffee, set her mug just to the right of the sink, casual enough to blend into any camera frame. When she accused me again, this time about my tone, I spoke in language scrub of emotion and dipped in legal formality. In the interest of mutual dignity, I asked that we refrain from using language that could be perceived as defamatory. She tilted her head, unsure if I was serious. I was. By then, I'd read every wiretapping statute in our state. We were a one-party consent state. Her recordings could only capture what actually happened, a woman weaving her own noose, thread by thread. We used to share quiet like it was sacred, like passing a cigarette. Intimate, smoldering. She'd climb into bed with chilled feet and a breath full of apologies. I'd wrap around her like a promise. Back then, she'd murmur, "Don't ever leave," like a prayer into my chest. I meant it, but prayers only work when they're shared. The first time I noticed her phone propped by the window, I brushed it off as paranoia. The second time, it was unmistakably recording, not hidden, just waiting. She used to ask why I never raised my voice in arguments, why I didn't yell, why I didn't cry. Emotion, I once told her, isn't a performance, but she needed a stage. Her friends, the group chat, the solidarity stitched together by selective outrage. I still remember the day she accidentally sent me a screenshot, my name circled in a message thread. She unsent it immediately. Too late. I had already saved it. Weeks went by. I stopped responding to her words. I responded to her patterns. Every time she tried to provoke me, I answered like I was giving testimony. My memory differs, but I respect your point of view. She didn't know what to do with that. She wanted flames. I gave her glass. One time she screamed. I replied evenly. This appears to be an emotionally heightened situation. I recommend a cooling off period. She slammed the door. The recording picked up nothing but the wind. I bought a small external hard drive, labeled it Safety Net. Every time I saw her phone angled just so, I made sure my hands were visible, my tone even, my words sterile, the kind of sterile that gets court cases thrown out. Eventually, she gave up trying to fight. But the recordings continued, quiet now, so I started planning phrases. Could you repeat that for clarity? I'd like to make sure we have a record of that agreement. She didn't understand why I was saying it. Not yet. So I waited. One day, she told me I was emotionally unavailable. I nodded. She said I wasn't the same. I wasn't. She asked if I still loved her. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. That night, she left her laptop open. She was editing a clip, adding captions to an argument where she called me manipulative. My voice in it was calm, asking her not to raise hers. She titled the video, "See What I Deal With." I watched her adjust audio levels, cut out the part where she screamed, "You're nothing without me." She didn't notice me standing behind her. She never looked back. I waited 3 days. Then I printed the transcript, left it next to her coffee mug, highlighted the phrases, gaslight, crazy, recording, proof, included a copy of the state's one-party consent law. No accusation. No name. No note. Just a mirror. She came downstairs and saw the papers. Her eyes scanned them. Then she looked up, expecting an argument. I stirred my tea. "Did you write these?" she asked. "I drafted them," I said, for clarity. She didn't say much after that. The yelling stopped. The filming, too. But the silence that remained was heavier. She started locking her phone, sleeping on the far edge of the bed. Then one day, she left. No final fight. No closing words. Just a suitcase and a door that clicked shut. I still have the files, labeled by date, backed up 3 times over. I don't need them, but I like knowing they're there, like a surgeon keeping their tools sharp, just in case. She's probably out there now, still telling her version, framing herself in flattering light, painting me the villain, but the raw footage says otherwise. And if the time ever comes when truth needs to speak, I won't raise my voice. I'll press play and let the silence tell the story.